My mom's been in and out of our lives because she wasn't always stable. We lived in tents, moved from house to house to house. We've slept in our car a few times. I was an outcast of even my small little family because I stood up to certain things. There was one time when my brother kept trying to sexually assault me. Finally told the counselor and the police, and we went into the foster care system. It's not good to be in the system. End of story.
So I grew up in upstate New York. We had kind of a typical upbringing, had a neighborhood full of kids and families, and we always ran around the neighborhood, looking for salamanders and playing softball at the park. And my grandparents lived in the same community, and my mother's brother and his family. We've always had that security.
I got pregnant when I was 20, and I was very, very scared. 4 months in when I decided on adoption, and by the end when I finally picked the family, his father decided not to sign the papers. And the counselor for the adoption said, well, there is this option that you can do that he can't stop you from doing, which means you sign your child over to the state. And right then and there, I was like, no, not happening. Never gonna happen. I will be a mom instead. I always had goals, like a year would be, I didn't have CPS in my life. Like, it's kind of sad goals, something that shouldn't be a goal. It should just be normal. It was really certain goals and trying to be more productive than my mom was.
I took some time to, work and live and do some different things. And spent a semester abroad in France during college, which was really awesome. And ended up going back to school, actually, and getting my master's degree, and then living and working, and ultimately getting married and raising a family here. So our oldest, Matilda, is finishing up her sophomore year of college, and our son Clarence is still in high school, but he is at a boarding school in Massachusetts, pursuing dreams of playing college hockey. As a parent, everybody needs community, everybody needs support. It's just not an easy thing to do. I saw this article in the paper about this new program, Open Table. And, I've been through some things in my life over the last decade that have really taught me the value of service. And so when I saw this, the combination of all these things just made me feel like, oh, this is something I really feel compelled to want to do. And it would be a really cool, in-depth experience. And so I applied and was interviewed and accepted into the program.
I'm very cautious bringing in new people into my life. Drama has been very prevalent up until the last few years, and I just wanted not bring in more people that might disappoint me or my kids.
Open Table brings a community of women who are willing to build a relationship with that individual, get to know them over a year, meeting every week.
It took them, month and a half to convince me to be on an open table, and that was to expand the community for my children and for myself.
When Colby first came into the program, there was a little bit of guardedness and uncertainty. Everything from, one of us offering to take her kids for an afternoon was a real ooh, I don't know if I'm okay with that. I don't know if I can trust you yet.
I was like, if you don't go to your room, you'll lose everything tomorrow.
Yeah.
And while I was counting down, he was just doing it as well.
Because it's helpful to know, okay, yeah, this is just what they're gonna do. They're gonna go through these phases.
Yeah. I'm like, go to bed, good night.
He thinks if he can wear you down. I totally remember those times.
And then he's like, that means your cell phone too. You have to take away your cell phone. I took a deep breath, let it out, and it went. And I because like,
yeah,
nope.
Yep.
Open Table has been a lifeline, personally, just to have somebody to talk to, have people to rely on. I have been a single mom with pretty much no family for 9 years now. It's just been really amazing to have reliable people in my life.
It does take a village, you know, and it's almost impossible for someone on their own to do it all. And we all need certain services. We all need moral support. We need friendships. We need social capital.
Dory, she always says, hey, if you need anything, call me. And when I call her, she's like, right here, right then. And we go over to her house, and the kids get to play in the backyard.
We have a real friendship now. I've learned so much more from her. You know, she is smart and up on the latest news. And it's given Colby an opportunity to not only be the recipient of friendship and mentorship, but to also be a mentor herself.
So Open Table really creates an opportunity for a young woman like Colby not just to survive, but to thrive.
I want my children to know more, to experience more, to like have places to go, to have fun. The services that have been provided to me has given me the leg up. That put my foot into the parent I wanted to be and who I am now.